Good day, everyone. Welcome to this reading together. Okay, guess I'm going to take off my watch. Yes, maybe it's about time. Let's see. Today we're gonna do something different, and we're gonna use the Astro Tarot to get a little astrological signs, symbols for our reading, because astrology is not my strong suit. um, Alchemy and esotericism is more like it. Therefore, I got the Astro Tarot for us so that we get a little look on, you know, the astrological depictions. Of course, like you can always go and check it for yourself. What is currently going on in the skies? But let's first start with today's poem. I had the urge to read to you today, read a poem, and my intuition directed me as I was doing a little of dusting in my library. The Night is Darkening Round Me by Emily Brönte. So let's see. Yeah. Plead for Me, number 14, and page 28. Let me read for you guys. I hope my marks placed well. Okay. Oh, thy eyes must answer now, when reason, with a scornful brow, is mocking at my overthrow. Oh, thy sweet tongue must plead for me, and tell why I have chosen thee. Stern reason is to judgment come, arrayed in all her forms of gloom. Wilt thou, my advocate, be dumb? Be dumb. No radiant angels speak and say why I did cast the world away, why I have persevered to shun to common paths that others run, and on a strange road journeyed on, heedless alike of wealth and power, of glory's wreath and pleasure's flower. These once indeed seemed beings divine, and they, perchance, heard vows of mine, and saw my offerings on their shrine. But careless gifts are seldom prized, and mine were worthily despised. So, with a ready heart I swore to seek their altar stone no more, and gave my spirit to adore thee, ever-present phantom thing, my slave, my comrade, and my king. A slave because I rule thee still, incline thee to my changeful will, and make thy influence good or ill. I come a comrade, for by day and night thou art my intimate delight, my darling, pain that wounds and sears, and wrings a blessing out from tears, a deadening by deadening me to earthly caress, and yet a king, though prudence well have thought thy subject to rebel. And am I wrong to worship where faith cannot doubt, nor hope despair, since my own soul can grant my prayer? Speak, God of visions, plead for me, and tell why I have chosen thee. Wonderful. I love her. Okay, plead for me. A number 14, which is temperance energy. Also, number 5, changeful energy. And who are we pleading for, really? Who is me? Is what instantly to my mind. Speak, God of visions, plead for me, and tell why I have chosen thee. But careless gifts are seldom prized, and mine were worthily despised. So with a ready heart I swore to seek their altar stone no more. Okay, so this is us getting out of the alpha energy, the full energy, passing to, transforming to, changing into the omega. Why I did cast the world away. No radiant angels speak and say, arrayed in all her forms of gloom, stern reason is to judgment come, and tell why I have chosen thee. So this is a energy of choice. A choice to end the seek, because there is nothing to seek no more, so welcome. Okay. A joyful, wonderful energy. I'm loving this. As I've been reading the poem, I couldn't hold my smile, so welcome, welcome. So 1, do we have more from the Astro deck? We have 2, maybe 1 more. There we go, 3. Again, a very, very open energy, guys. Today we are talkative. Wonderful. Let's see what we have. It's in my own language because I got them from a local bookshop. Normally I order my decks from Amazon so that they're in English, but it was a synchronicity moment, so sorry guys. It's Saturn, number 24. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Give me a moment. Yeah, here we go. I closed the mic so that I don't sneeze to your, like, ears like that loud. Yeah. Okay, number 6, which is 24, is also 6. Virgo. And number 8, Scorpion energy. It says structure, digestion, and research. I see. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Okay. So this is harmony at crazy, crazy levels, like synchronicities, harmony, along with emotional manifestation power. So like your emotions are your tool because they are passing through your heart in your body. They are the fuel. I cannot talk. Where is my tongue? As I have been reading the poem, it was wonderful. Now I cannot talk. Strange. Out of excitement, I sense. Yes. Use your emotional density as your manifestation fuel. One thing, the first message. And use time as in synchronicities and as in I don't know, you can use astrology, you can use dates, days of a week, whatever is hours, as maybe lunar cycles, even whatever you feel, whichever structure and calendar you feel confident and in connection with, the connection of the heart. It has to come from your heart to manifest. If you want to make some magic, that's the use the synchronicities plus your emotions to increase the harmony. Also, the energy of precision is very important with this Virgo energy I am seeing here. I see full moon and the new moon energies, of course, depicted here. They are the popular, of course, for a reason, popular choices of manifestation days. I knew that Saturn would come up, strangely. I knew it. I cannot explain it though. Okay, so I'll pick 2 cards from the Tao deck and then I'll go to tarot. Guys, you want to manifest something, and it's about your emotions. Scorpion energy is also about death and rebirth, which whenever we didn't focus on death and rebirth, Jesus, especially on this channel. Is it because of me and my skull decorations? I don't know, but we're constantly changing, are we not? At least in this form. So there is an acknowledgement on that. But also, this Scorpion energy 1. Okay, another one, please. Spirit. I'll get back to the Scorpion energy. Now, what's coming to my mind regarding the Scorpion is that when you surround a Scorpion and the Scorpion understands that they have no exit, no way out, they're surrounded with a fire, they sting themselves and commit suicide. That should be significant for someone. Whoever I'm reading to today, the collective, they are magicians and alchemists. Really, I mean it. This manifestation energy was very apparent here. Here again, we have it with the bowel and number 50. Again, an energy of change. 5. Okay, 14 was here. 14, 5 with the also 28 was a page number, which is 1. It's a new beginning. And it's about, because it says inner alchemy, mastery, spiritual refreshment or reset or rejuvenation. You can translate this word into all of them. Blessing something, like youthing and understanding wisdom, like you finally being able to understand the wisdom, bring it to your conscious mind from the subconscious. Scorpion is also subconscious mind. And these 2 cards, Virgo and Saturn, they're highly disciplined. Scorpion is also a disciplined kind of energy, but the heavy Saturn being harsh and disciplined teacher, because it's all about structure, as it's been said here also. all about structure and rules. Saturn is about rules and time, a harsh teacher. And as you know, Virgo in many mythologies also presented as, for example, in ancient Egypt, Virgo is Ma'at, and Ma'at is the goddess of justice. And as you know, the feather is the symbol of knowledge, and which is, the feather is in ancient Egyptian lore linked with the what's the word of these? Some, as I'm channeling some words I cannot think of, strangely. Yes. In any language, I cannot right now. Yes, you know, you know what this is, the oh my god, what's the word? I'll just say, can I say, no, not even that. Okay, I'm letting it go. There must be a reason why I cannot recall one of the most basic words in my vocabulary, but I mean, yes, this is about also structure and discipline and honesty and neat approach into things. So we see a highly disciplined, structured, honest energy here, and also the presentation of alchemy and sorcery here, because alchemy is sorcery, the real sorcery, right? Here as well. Here, number 33, which is also 6, and here it says digest, and this is this says retreat. These two are linked. The suicidal approach of the Scorpion is giving me right now the thought that, as the image came to my mind instantly as the Scorpion was surrounded with this fire circle and the committed suicide, killed itself, stung itself, and then reborn. Like as if the Scorpion knows intuitionally, we can do it, hopefully, as if that as they kill themselves, that they are going to be reborn, rejuvenated. That vision I saw. So it's about something that you are killing an aspect of yourself, or a perspective you hold, or some emotional burden that is keeping you in place in the ring of fire. And intuitionally, you know the only way to free yourself is to kill yourself, so that all the aspects, all the perspectives, all the memories that this ring of fire is using to keep you in place will diminish if you kill yourself. And I know it sounds controversial as I'm using the metaphor of suicide, but I know that this message will reach out to people who will exactly know what I'm talking about. So I continue in confidence that, so that you can once and for all get rid of that structure, and you can renew, restart, start in renewed, purified. Because you need to really find yourself, but maybe as we say in the poem, because it was 28. I was thinking about so with a ready heart I swore to seek their altar stone no more, but now I see here, so I'll start from there. The common paths that others run, and on a strange road journeyed on, heedless alike of wealth and power, of glory's wreath and pleasure's flower. These once indeed seemed beings divine, and they perchance heard vows of mine, and saw my offerings on their shrine. But careless gifts are seldom prized, and mine were worthily despised. So with a ready heart I swore to seek their altar stone no more, and gave my spirit to adore the ever-present phantom thing, my slave, my comrade, and my king. All these things that seemed worthy to you do not seem worthy to you no more, because you realize that there is something more, something underneath all these formations that is more valuable, hence the start of change, the start of alchemy, the start of magic in you. So you decided that you no longer will seek secondary abundance, like money, like fame, like, I don't know, physical possessions, and I don't know, bodily beauties. There is something that you are seeking that is underneath all that, because you realize that, hence the number 14 and 5, they are subjected to death. But you're the Scorpion. Something in you knows that there is more to it than death. Death is just a phase, a tool that you can use to free yourself from certain structures and prisons, imprisonments. Therefore, you decided to kill your former self and find this within thing that is underneath it all, so that you are going to be cleared all the illusions and reborn with purity, so that you can create a new structure, a new kind of discipline, a new kind of harmony that is more accurate in truth, in your truth. Because these structures that you've built around your psyche, these identities and pleasures and all that, were not manifested, created in your truth, because when they developed, you were not in your truth, because you haven't discovered it yet. You didn't even know that there is something to be discovered there then. And as you realized it, you decided that I need to be born again. That's reminding me of the song of this Korean girl band pop song. They had a featured with Raye and what was that? Doja Cat. Yeah, it's called Born Again. It's actually a song. The song has really good bass line, so if you want to listen to it, it's fun. Yes, this is your rebirth. You may have had a I don't know if you can hear these dogs barking again. The pack living under me. Oh, my neighbor. Jesus. My neighbors are the dogs, actually, because the person is one and dogs are 20 or so. So, yes, I don't know why I said that, but dogs are. Recently, I was reading about the mythology of Helen and Anatolian cultures, like Caria. It's an ancient kingdom, and Louis people. I don't know if they are called different in English, and yes, those people who are Anatolian and Hellenistic, yeah, their mythology. I was reading about that, and there I was reading about dog being the symbol of the guide and the trespasser of worlds within, you know, like when a soul dies, a dog. It was about Hecate, and she was actually collecting the soul and handing it to Cerberus, which is the dog of Hades, the dog with 3 heads, so that Cerberus could transfer the soul of the dead to the underworld safe and unharmed while they were passing through the crossroads. So the dog contains the soul as a vessel and transfers it safely to the underworld. That relation, dogs being this transmutator and a vessel to the soul. And now all these dogs barking, and our concept is about being birthed again, death and rebirth again. So you are creating a new existential structure, and in order for you to do that properly, you had to digest everything, kill your former self, transfer it to the other side, and create it anew. And in order for you to do that, of course, you had to go through a retraction and relapse. This relapse, although it seems as if it's a bad thing to you, you know, like, because you have this anxiety that, like, I always proceed, come to a certain point, and then something happens, and then I relapse. Then I get up, I go and take few steps, and then I relapse, and then again and again. This is a pattern in your life, and you were kind of tired of it. And this last time, you thought that it would not going to happen any longer, but something happened, and you relapsed. And although this relapse seems a bad omen to you, it actually isn't. Number 33, it's in alignment with you. Number 6, it's in harmony with you. It is for you, it's not against you. So keep that in mind. It was only a necessary process in your shift, because in order for you to not go through the same kind of, what's the word, circles, motions, not to repeat yourself, basically, you need to pass through this ring of fire. You're the Scorpio, so what you did was, if I have no way out, then my way out is within. So here we go. And emergency exit, yes. And that emergency exit, killing yourself, going within, getting out through your body, like within, you know, from in and out, is about going into the hermit mode and relapsing a little bit. And this is also giving me the you may have had a recent breakup, actually, or a recent almost breakup, something like that. Which made you reconsider something, or maybe you're reconsidering your commitments as around now, these days. These days, you're reconsidering your commitments. I hope my voice is better this way. You are also reconsidering migration. Like, maybe where I live is not for me. Maybe I should move to another place, another town, another city, another country, whichever suits you. A new structure, a new place to be, somewhere more fertile, the soil more fertile, because for some reason or another you feel like this place is not fertile for you any longer. Okay. Oops. Citrine called me, therefore abundance energy. You need somewhere more abundant, somewhere, a place and a person whatsoever to match up your skills and your conscious states. That matches up to your vision. You need somewhere else. Okay. I placed this citrine here for you guys, and I will. Yes. Ring the bell for you. It's an invitation to your new abundance cycle. That's the intention of the bell. Now I will go to tarot. Okay. Let's see. And meanwhile, let me check the recording. Okay. Guys, please. My white cat is sitting like a sphinx cat and staring at us, just in case. I mean, maybe your intuition is sitting somewhere and staring at you, and trying to tell you, hello, I am here. You want to hang out. You want to listen to what I have to say for once, instead of trying to solve your issues in your mind, because your mind is elusive. It's in its nature. So I am the one who you should take advices from, kind of energy I'm sensing from her. By the way, you know my pet, but she's called Magi, and as you know, it means magician. So the magician energy was very apparent here, and now Magi is apparent. So one more, perhaps. Yes. Maybe you really need to give more credit to your supernatural aspects. This time, for a change. Okay, let's see. Oh, the Fool. See? From the Fool, I mean, the Alpha energy to Omega energy. I was talking about that early on as I was reading on the. I will seek no more part. The Seeker is the Fool, it's the Alpha. It's your bodily consciousness. This is the Minoan, that for some strange reason in the Minoan deck, the deck is designed according to the Minoan hieroglyphs and art by a anthropologist who is specialized on Minoan culture. She made the deck according to the carvings of the Minoan culture. Anyways, the full card is depicted as normally, as you know, in normal tarot, it's like 0. But this one is 0 divided by 22, strangely. And I checked the guide book of the deck. There is nothing that is depicted around why it is depicted as 0 divided by 22. I don't know, therefore, but we know the number 22 is significant, of course. It's a master number. But I don't know why they write it this way on the stack. So, but it might be a message to you guys. 6 of right arms, which is the 6 of cups. 4 of Labruses. 4 of swords. This is resting the mind energy highly, resting your mind and your emotions here highly, I see. And the full energy. Like you can, this fool has fish in their hand. They maybe went on a fishing trip, I don't know. Green fish, heart chakra. And the fish is abundance, as you know. And there are 3 fishes. Okay, I'll get back to that. That's significant to me on this reading. Lord of Daggers, as you were doing. Interesting. 10 of Raisins, love it. 10 of Cups. Guys, there is nothing wrong. All you gotta do is like rest your mind, stop overthinking. Okay, this overthinking is not helping you. Actually, it is of no use. And let the divine synchronicity, the grace, whatever you call it, God, take over for a while, because your thought process is not helping you, because there are things that you cannot know or foresee because you're bound to a time body. And as long as you are that, which means as long as we are existent in this kind of realm for the body, there will be some limits to our vision, okay? Therefore, we have to offer ourselves to this grace in order to go to places that we cannot even imagine, actually, with our bodily minds processing. Therefore, this overthinking is not helping us, because there are endless things that we don't know. Endless possibilities that we cannot even think of because of our mental conditioning as we grew up in our lives. It's the same for all of us. Of course, the expressions of these conditionings differ. Wow, a highly still candle. Oh my god. Oh, this fire. It's bright, it's burning, but it is still. Lord of Daggers. Lord of Wands, which is on this deck we have 3 aspects. It's the Prince and Princess, which is maid, it's called, I guess. Feminine and masculine aspects are separated, and it's like the page energy. Also, we have the Lord energy and the lady energy, and then we have the priest and priestess energy, and the priest and priestess are queen and king energy. Okay, so we have 3 levels of mastery here. So this is the middle stage. So it is active, but it is not still yet. It is not it is still a little, it's like the night energy on the move. Okay, this is the night energy on the move. And yes, let me see. Okay, so still candles, still fire. All right, so Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You, wherever you live, in order for you to, of course, I'm take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, this is a general reading, therefore, it's a collective reading. There are many people, including, therefore, you gotta know what to take and what to release, of course, in a general reading. But for some of you, for some of you, um, your Ten of Cups relies on migration. You gotta leave the place you live all your life, your house or your neighborhood or your country, even. You gotta take up your courage and leave that place. It's not fertile ground for you. So some of you. Uh, Others of you, your Ten of Cups, you are at a, oh my God, my throat, all of a sudden. Mm, give me a moment. Yes, for others of you, your Ten of Cups relies in the conditioning that you need to uh, construct, let's just say, for you to reach your Ten of Cups. This is because the only thing you're focused on right now is your own Ten of Cups. I mean, of course, everybody's like that and at all times, but these days you are actually doing it in a more focused and internal and emotional way. Okay, your heart's desire, your imaginary, the life of your dreams. Okay, you want to live your dream life, and that's all you could think about, and you don't even really know what you want, but you want that contentment, you know that, and you are willing to do anything, committing to suicide like the scorpion if you feel like you're trapped, anything for your freedom of heart. Okay, so you're focused on that. For some of you, you have to, not have to, but yes, for some of you, your Ten of Cups, the road that is leading to your Ten of Cups requires a certain this change of location. Okay, for others, some of you, ever since you're little, you never freely expressed your truth ever, your heart's desires, what you really think of, what you really feel, what are you desiring, or if you think that something's ethically wrong whatsoever. Okay, your truth, you never honestly and freely expressed it. Your throat chakra is blocked out of fear. Okay, so this is both the solar plexus energy and second chakra, your throat. Not second, that's not second. The second one is from underneath. Fifth chakra. Okay, your fifth chakra, also number 5, energy of change, is you blocked all your life, and the road passes through this freely, truly expressing yourself. So you better work on that. You better open that throat chakra, and you better really saying what you mean. Okay, be true to your first yourself and others. You can no longer be afraid of hurting people or whatnot. You know, it's not your responsibility. But this doesn't mean to be rash and ruthless and mean to others. Okay, there is a thin line there. You have to refine it. That's true. But you have to be true. You cannot no longer lie to yourself or others, and it is important. If you're going to reach to your Ten of Cups, first you gotta fix this honesty and self-expression issue, okay? Because there is a block there, and it is based on fear, so it's also included in your solar plexus, okay? That is also yellow energy, citrine energy. It's also affecting your abundance. The material success that you want to acquire is blocked because you're too much in your fear space, okay? And it has to pass through your solar plexus to reach you, and if your solar plexus is blocked, your manifestations don't reach to your space. It gets blocked and turned away before it reaches you. So you got to figure those out. So these are the two aspects some people in the collective should consider. You will, of course, know what's right for you as I am mentioning these. Okay, I also sensed this inrush energy. Don't rush. You cannot rush your manifestations, actually. Alchemy is a process and it takes time. Everything has a divine timing, structure, Saturn energy. Everything has its own correct timing. Yes, you have manifestation powers with the will of your true heart. A heart that is not true cannot manifest, not really, not like that. Of course, that doesn't mean you're a liar, but you know what I mean. Yes, this impatient energy, figure it out, digest it. Because there are things you don't know. We mentioned this earlier as I was talking. Now it's coming back to me that even though you are mastering your manifestation skills, the manifestation still occurs in this physical plane. Therefore, it has its own structure and rules of manifestation. And that is, of course, directly linked to grace as well. Therefore, it's going to happen on its own nature, accordingly to the nature of grace and Gaia. You cannot manipulate that. The only thing you can manipulate is the will itself. And you cannot really manipulate the will, but you can say, intentionally focus on your will with a true heart. And if it's in the field, it is going to manifest. But it will happen in synchronicity to the existence. Therefore, there are things and things you can control, things you cannot control. Let's see. What else? This impatient energy. Sometimes you forget to breathe. You cannot forget forget to breathe because it happens automatic. It's an autonomous function. But you hold yourself so tight. Pressure yourself so hard that even your body gets locked in. You forget to stop and breathe. I would encourage you more on following your breath, conscious breathing practices, meditation, yoga, whatever you want. Okay, so if that's the case, for a moment, let's slow down. And together we take a slow breath, okay? Strong breaths, slow and steady, relaxing, focused breath. Okay, 3 times we're gonna go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Okay, 4 in, wait, a movement, and 4 out as you exhale. Okay, inhale. Keep it in your diaphragm, and then push, exhale. Yes. Once again. Hold and exhale. Yes, beautiful. So, calmer already. Let's continue. All right. I hear you saying, asking the question that why I cannot find the proper significant other for myself. Why am I alone? Why there is no one? I mean, because you don't know what you want. Not yet. You don't. And in these days, any commitment that you are going to build is going to be a lie. And it's not going to be long lasting because you will change. Because your current perspective does not apply to what you would want in the long term, because there is still a veil you need to pass, a form of transformation. Okay, you are in the process of transcending your own former thought processing, and you need to be alone for that. Right now, any form of sexual attraction is going to be a distraction to you because you don't know how to fulfill your own heart and sustain it. You never did, ever since you were born. Your parents didn't teach you that, or the society, okay? Because they don't know that themselves. Few people do. Oh my god, a lot of cat hair, for hair, whatever. I cannot talk today. When I could. When I'm channeling, it's harder. Anyways, time is not linear. Communication is not linear, guys. Yes. First, you have to learn how to sustain your own heart without being subjected to any outside influence. And you don't know that. And that requires patience and practice, honey. Therefore, it's not time. And I mean, pull your focus within, focus on yourself, and do the work. The faster you do it, the faster you're going to find your significant other, but it's not time. So might as well not focus on it because it is relapsing you. I would love to say that my cat's groanings are a message to you guys, but she's probably just doing that because she wants me to feed her. Maybe you are hungry, maybe that's the message, but yes, she's rather hungry. Maybe you gotta feed yourself. Have you eaten today? She has, but she's yeah, she always asks for food. She never stops asking for food. She's always hungry. I cannot describe. Maybe you are always hungry in the heart. You should seriously consider, why would that be? Okay. And is that hunger and that thirst is sustainable and to keep from an outside, to keep you satisfied, as in that to keep, yes, you got me. I know you did. Why? And can an outside force really sustain you in the long run? I will give you the answer. No. The answer is no. No one can do that for you. No one. Love of your life cannot do that for you. I've been there. I've been through this. I know that. I know how terrible it feels to feel that lonely. I know that, but guys, it is worth it. When you pass through the threshold, remember me saying this. You're gonna tell, she was right, it's worth it. And it's worth great time, okay? Trust me, I'm not fooling you. Especially not around the matters of the heart. I would never do that. It's serious business, guys. It really is. Love is the only thing that can pass the boundaries of death. It's true. I mean it. So, stop looking for it outside. Find it within. Okay. Because you need that infinite source to change your fortune, actually. And anybody who's outside of you, bound to a certain kind of formation and time, cannot give you that, okay? Because there's a seeming separation between sources. Therefore, you need the seamless one, okay? The not separate one, okay? You need to pass from alpha to omega. And really discover what love is and what life is. And that road does not pass through the gates of the mind. So meditate your mind however suits you. You don't have to sit down and open a mantra and breathe and meditate. It's like it might not be suitable for your structure, your habits, whatnot. But find a way to release the mind, rest the mind, okay? Do not try to solve the mysteries of the world in your brain because it's not gonna work. So instead, rest the mind and we learn how to remain conscious, not carried away by the tides of the mind, not carried away by the tides of emotions and your fire, which is your wands, okay, your will. Because then it's not your will, actually, because you're carried away. Where are you in this? I mean, which tide is more you than the other? Can you pinpoint that? So I see you are in the page energy when it comes to mind. So you gotta practice your discernment way, way, way more, actually. There's great potential, but it is not active yet, okay? Only the awareness, the recognition is here, which is great, by the way. It's great. Birds are singing outside my balcony. Wonderful. Yes, so great potential, but not harnessed yet, not mastered yet. Still in its dormant stage. Your mind energy, yes, in order for you to master it, you have to learn to put it down. You don't know how to put down your mind, how to put your mind into standby and listen to your energy, your body. You don't know that. You don't know that there's an off switch. It just goes, and then you go overworked and you faint. But there's an off and on switch. It's in your power. You gotta discover that. That's one. Your fire is good. Your will is in its master stage. Not master stage, but it's on the move. It's in its ninth stage. It's active. It knows how to drive you. And it knows how to take control when your mind doesn't notice. When you're looking the other way, it knows how to ride you, ride your body, ride your mind, which can be troublesome because sometimes you put yourself in not so convenient situations. Okay. There's an imbalance there. Okay. Final cards. You need you're going through rebirth. It's all right. A new structure is coming, new awareness is coming, all right, but you really need a serious balancing practice when it comes to your skills. And your skills, what I mean by your skills, your mind, your body, and your soul. There is an imbalance. Page of Wands. See, it's a balance card. Our character is on ice, trying to stay in balance. Seven of Wands. You feel a little lost, don't know where to go. What else, Spirit? Knight of Swords. In your mind, the demons are in your mind, trying to get through. Rash movement, strength. Okay, guys. Right now, your mind is not your friend because it is distracting you and putting you through illusions. And since you can, and it's highly active, and since you cannot balance your heart and your will, your mind drives you in a rash manner, okay? And that ends in you getting lost in your psyche, in your energy, and balancing yourself being really hard. So, and sometimes in your this in this state of ruthless movement of your mind, you put yourself in some situations that actually put you in hardship. So until you get your strength back to its center, and that means balancing all the aspects that drive you into bring them to the centerfold, which is the completion of death, rebirth, you have to be a little still, actually. Don't take decisions. Don't follow people if you don't know where your heart lies. Don't try to date too much with random people. Seven of Cups. You have to focus on your creations. I don't know, music, painting, writing, whatnot, whatever you do that is productive to you. Guys, you need to rest your heart and see your options, actually. And in order for you to see your options, you need to understand what's your heart tells, what's your heart's desire. You've been closing your heart down for so long and operating on mind energy and lust energy. It's crazy. You are lost. Oh my God. I mean, you were lost. You're getting out of that right now with the Scorpion energy. But, and you're like, which one is for me? Which one is for me? You're trying to see your options. And I will tell you this, nobody is for you. You have to create the perfect one because that's in your power. And in order for you to create this one, you first need to create yourself. And then what's in alignment with your creation will come to you as an outside reflection, mirroring you. But right now, you're in the 7 energy. You need to go within. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. The more you postpone this, and I see a cycle that is taking a long time, like years, actually. The more, and you've been postponing this, trying to look for this happiness and this satisfaction in the outside world, actually, all this time. And you're like, why I cannot find, why can it doesn't work, why am I still in the same spot? Because you're postponing the work, and the more you postpone the work, the longer it will take, and you can actually spend a lifetime without doing this work, postponing it. And because you haven't did the work, you're not finding it actually. So might as well sit down and do the work, guys. And I'm saying all of this in love. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't do the work and try running away from yourself, running away to the outside world, there is nowhere you can run. The outside world is your own reflection because you are the perceiver. Okay? And as long as you perceive from the same kind of heart perspective, you will see similar kind of things. And in order for you to pass through that barrier, you have to change your heart, change your perspective. If you want to change your surroundings first. This 10 of cups and 2 stages I was mentioning, like some people need to learn truly expressing themselves without lying, expressing their truth, and some need to migrate. These were the physical aspects, 2 ways, and I see a 3rd way now. As I mentioned, what I mentioned, you have to do the work. The star. Number 17, the star. Another rebirth energy. Number 17 is also the obstacle. And the obstacle is the persona. You need to transcend your former self-construct, the Scorpion energy. Also 17 is 8, and this is 8. Scorpion energy, highly emotional energy. It's water energy, okay? It's abundant, but mischievous also, because it's water, it's flowy, okay? So you have to ground yourself. If you don't want to be swept by the circumstances, by your mind and all that. In order for you to ground yourself, you have to find where you are and who you are. What do you want? What is your heart doing? Do you have a heart? I don't know. I'm thinking about the Tin Man and Wizard of Oz. Yes. You do have a heart, of course. That was metaphorical amusement for you. But yeah, question these, okay? Question where your heart lies, who you are, thoroughly and truly this time. You cannot get away with this any longer. You can, but it would be a waste of living. And I'm telling all that to you in love, okay? Don't forget that. I'm not trying to trigger you, make you feel bad about yourself, or giving you bad news. No, nothing. I am truly telling you the road to take in order for you to find your heart's desire. Okay, I could sit here and tell you all those kind of wonderful things that many people do say in readings, like, oh, you're gonna find your ultimate loved one, blah blah blah, in that day, in this what, and write you a perfect story, okay, narrating your ultimate salvation. But I'm not going to do that because I truly want you to find your 10 of Cups, guys. So I'm here to help you out, not to give you some perfect story. Okay? Yes, guys. I am sensing that that's about it. And as always, thank you for being here and sharing this wonderful session with me. And I hope this really helps, guys. And this message finds everybody who is in near need of this reading, this energy, and guide them through to their heart's desires. And as usual, guys, please, if you like my content, like, subscribe, open the notifications bell, and share and comment. Okay, it really means a lot for me, for this channel, for YouTube, and all that. And yes, I love you guys as always. And I'm here always whenever you need to help you along this journey. Okay. Love you, love you, love you. And see you soon. Bye.